what's up guys? Jared here, back with another video. Today I'm going to demystify time signatures. If you've ever looked at that fraction at the beginning of a piece of music and you've been intimidated, you've thought, boy, I have no idea what these two numbers are telling me. I thought I was playing music. I didn't think this was math class. Okay, I've been there. This confused me for a really long time as well, but it's really simple. You can totally learn it, okay? I'm going to break down 3 of the most common time signatures for you today. So let's start with ground zero, 4/4, all right? We've all seen that, 4/4 on a piece of music. Let me explain to you exactly what each number means. So in that fraction, each number is telling you something. The top number, this is very important, the top number is telling you how many beats per measure, okay? How many beats per measure? So in 4/4, you've got 4 beats per measure. So that means you're going to count up to 4, and then you're going to restart counting again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? If the top number were 7, for example, you would count up to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1. Okay, and it could go on and on. Okay, any number you see at the top, that's how high you're going to count. That makes one measure. The bottom number tells you what note value gets the count. All right, so in 4/4, that is telling you that quarter notes get the count. So the complete information that the time signature is trying to tell you is that 4 quarter notes equals 1 measure. All right, that's what 4/4 stands for. If you were to see a different time signature underneath there, or excuse me, another number, 8 or 16, for example, those are other note values. So 4/8 would mean 4/8 notes gets the count. So at the same pace compared to 4/4, that would effectively double the pace of the music. You go from counting 1, 2, 3, 4 to then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and if you had 4/16, for example, 16th notes getting the count, or 4/16 notes equaling 1 measure, then you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have really tiny, fast measures. Okay, assuming that your tempo is what I just played. All right. So in 4/4, here's some of the most common grooves that you're going to hear. You're going to hear a backbeat on 2 and 4. This is really common. You also might hear a halftime groove where the snare backbeat is only on 3. You could also hear a backbeat on 4, feel is what I call it, where the first backbeat that's normally on beat 2, it comes a little bit early, and then you have the main backbeat emphasis on beat 4 of the measure. So I'm going to demonstrate all 3 of those common 4/4 grooves for you. Take a listen. Here's 4/4 in 3 different ways. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so those were all examples of grooves in 4/4 that are super common. Okay, the next time signature to discuss that is extremely popular is 3/4. This is telling you how many beats per measure. Yes, 3. Perfect. Okay, and what note value gets the count? Quarter notes. Exactly. So 3 quarter notes equals 1 measure. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now in 3/4, it's very common to place the backbeat on 3, on the 3rd count. Okay, it's also common to have a snare backbeat on the last 16th syllable of beat 1. So I'm going to demonstrate both of those for you right now. Here's a bit of 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, ready, play. All right, so those are some 3/4 examples. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the next time signature that we're going to discuss, the final one we're going to discuss in this lesson actually, is 6/8. Now you might be wondering, Jared, what is the difference between 3/4 and 6/8? Again, I thought we were not in math class. I thought this was music. Why do we have 6/8? And if you cut it in half, it's 3/4. I don't understand. Well, hang with me. The answer will be revealed momentarily, okay? Because I've wondered the exact same thing. And when I asked that question in my music theory class to my professor, I did not receive an extremely satisfactory answer, at least not that I remember. So hopefully my answer will help you out a little more. Okay, 6/8. We now have 6 as the top number of our time signature, which tells us how many beats per measure. 6, exactly. And which note value is getting the count now? 8th notes, correct. So now if we had our same quarter note here, 1, 2, 3, now we're going to count faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's, in my opinion, the distinction between 3/4 and 6/8. When I feel 3/4 and when I hear 3/4, it's like the downbeat of the measure, the first note of the measure. It's got a much heavier feel to it. It's like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. They feel usually like in music very much like here's a measure, here's a measure, here's a measure. It's like the downbeat is super heavily emphasized typically, and the backbeat, like I said, is usually on 3. In 6/8, however, it's like the pulse and the emphasis of the music is much more equally spread across all the eighth notes. You hear a much more like steady flow of notes in 6/8. It's like za da 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 da. It's a really subtle difference, and it takes a while to develop the feel where you would hear a piece of music and call it either 3/4 or 6/8 and feel confident with it. But here's the truth, guys. It's all music, and you don't really want to be sitting there thinking about fractions at the end of the day. So if you can play 3/4, no problem, and you can play 6/8, no problem, don't think about it too hard. Okay, that's my advice. All right, but in 6/8, the most common groove that you're going to hear is for the snare emphasis to be on count 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The most common kick drum pattern that I was just teaching one of my students today. All right, this is like for every contemporary Christian music song ever, every worship song has the same exact 6/8 groove, okay? It's kick drum on 1, then you have snare backbeat on 4, then in the following measure you do a kick drum on 1, and then the and of 2. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6. And that note needs to go in between the 8th note pulse on your dominant time-keeping hand. Okay, let me demonstrate some 6/8 for you, and then we'll wrap up the lesson. Great job, guys. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, ready, set, go. All right, that's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully that gives you a clearer understanding of time signatures. Remember, when you see the two fractions, the top number tells you how many beats per measure, the bottom number tells you which note value gets the count. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe to my channel, and also check out the links and descriptions for my latest drum courses. That's how you can support my channel. All right, appreciate you guys. Take care. Thanks for watching all the way to the end of the video, and I will see you next time. See ya.